I think stress broke me. Well, certain kinds of stress. Hi, friends. It's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching my video on what I feel is a byproduct of being stressed out a little too much. If you do like the cause and you like these videos, subscribe to the channel and help me out a little bit. This actually took a long time to admit. I guess it required a lot of eating humble pie and being embarrassed and just overall being very humbled. Everything taken away from me. It's kind of like square one. After I don't want to say through that step, but just started thinking about myself and the mistakes I made, I kind of started to label things. And I do think that an overload of stress kind of made me pop. It like broke my immune system. So it's a little strange. We all have this immune system, something that combats things that are from the outside, but rarely do we have to fight ourselves from the inside. I mean, we all have like a mental struggle, and mine turned physical too. And what I can tell you from past just the experience in general, you do not want to mess with the human body's immune system. There's a lot of debates about it. Who the hell knows what has done this damage? All I know is I have a problem. I grew up a certain way, eating a certain kind of food. I do think that your foods that you intake have something to do with it. Then the overload of stress. In my case, it was like an overload of heartbreak. I had a lot of heartbreak growing up. I had my heart broken so many damn times, it's hard to explain. But I took it hard, and being hard on myself and being sad like all the time. It's weird. I had like a mask, because it was a coach and I had to coach kids. I had to put this mask on of like I had to be happy and act happy, and it just behind closed doors. When I went home, freaking sucked. I remember sitting there a couple times and literally shaking. Like, is there something wrong with me? What the hell is going on? But obviously, there was something very wrong with me. I didn't know it at the time. Nobody else freaking knew it at the time. But this is the byproduct. And I remember my mind would cycle on like being heartbroken and like, oh, I thought she loved me. And it's very different when you think someone loves you and maybe they don't. Who the hell knows? I actually, what they said to me was they love me, but they're not in love with me. It's actually what they had said. That is very true. Was I ready to handle it? No, I wasn't, but that's my own damn fault. So if you do have something bothering you that bad to where you focus on this shit a little too much. I mean, I'm not just saying like one heartbreak. I've had several. So I spent a lot of time sitting there feeling sad or feeling bad about myself, and that did a lot of damage to me. And I didn't know, no one freaking knew, but it manifested into like a physical thing to where, everybody fights a mental battle, but when the physical battle is included, that kind of happens. There's like, if you're stressed out to the point to where you can't freaking function well, then it will create a problem. There will be a complication in some way. I'm noticing that There's this author, I can't read anymore, but when I used to be able to read, I forgot the author's name because obviously when you have MS like I do, you just do not think right. It's the body says no. I think that's what it is. When the body says no. And it was passed to me from someone that had MS, and I never even looked at it that way. And it's kind of weird. Like you hear about these things, but when it's real, it's like different. And I let shit beat me up so bad to where I popped. The other side of that coin is pulling yourself out of it, or maybe recognizing that this will become a problem and you have to start. It's kind of like training your brain. That's what I do now. So when I think about the heartbreaks and I think about what's happened to me and how I, whatever, dissed, we all been dissed and dogged. But when it hits you that hard, it will screw things up. For me, I have to catch myself and immediately start thinking about something else. I'm not saying it takes anything really away. It's like a constant battle. Actually, what's behind me? Growing plants. I grow my own medicine and I made it a hobby, like a passion developed out of it. So it helps pull my mind out of that sad shit that I think about too much. I did notice that medications, they kind of don't help me. Because I'm so like dead set on getting back on track, I can tell when something's making me worse. And I have tried every medication I got. Maybe it's a frame of mind, who knows? In my head, it bothers me that I have to take so many medications, that a human is even allowed to take that many medications in a single day. It just blows my mind, and I don't anymore. And it's, yeah, I'm dying. Would the other stuff delay it a little bit? And maybe it would, maybe it won't, who knows? All I know is it makes me feel like a freaking zombie, and I already feel like a zombie. I don't need anything making me worse. And there's medications that, man, they make me pee my pants. It's weird. Like, I went on an antidepressant. I know a lot of people are on an antidepressant, but I used to be in big time shape. I used to be a coach or whatever, and I've never been so depressed in my life, ever in my life, until after taking the antidepressants. It was comical to me. It made no freaking sense. If you make some sense of it, cool. I would say there is a problem in your brain, and it's got to do with the thinking. Is it encouraging it? It's very easy to just be comfortable. It's a tough fight. Fighting something that's wrong with you, man, that shit is not easy. Anyway, I'm done now. If you learned something from watching this, subscribe to the channel. Help me out a little bit. I'm gonna include these videos in my freaking journey, because there are things that I'm coming across that people need to know.